Hello my friends, welcome back to Studio 520. We're continuing with lesson 2 of the module 2, 5th grade. This is 5th grade. Of course, multiplication is universal, so you can probably use it for any situation. So now, we're going to round. It says you're going to find product, so we have to estimate. So how do we round? Now, I forgot to write that symbol. And the solution goes right here, solution. Okay, so now let's round these numbers. So let's round the first number. This is how we have been learning rounding in my classroom. So if you look at the 5,000, so that's going to be we're going to round to the nearest thousand. So that means this number is close between 5,000 and 6,000. Now the midpoint will be, of course, 5,500. Now, if we look for the number, where is this number, 5,897? That number will probably be somewhere in here, 5,897. So, because it is closer to 6,000, so we're going to round to 6,000. So that will be our first estimated number. And now we're going to round 67. So 67, we create a little vertical tool here, and now we're gonna round to the nearest 10. So our first 10 is 6, which is 6 tenths is gonna be 60. So the next 10 up is gonna be 70. The midpoint is going to be 65. Now 67, as you can see right away, will be right above the 65. So now if you look at this number is closer to 70. So this is 67 is going to be rounded to 70. My apologies, not to 6, to 70. Now that makes multiplications a lot easier, because now watch what happens. I'm going to rewrite this multiplication that has been estimated. So the numbers estimated are 6,070. Now we can rewrite that as 6,000 times 7 tenths, because that is 7 tenths and this is 6,000. So now when we multiply this, it is a lot easier. So we'll multiply 6 times 7, that will be 42. Now our next number will be multiplying the thousands times the tens. And how do you do that? Well, very simple. You know that this number 1,000 represents a thousandth, and the 10 is represented by number 10. So when you multiply these two right here, then your total should have a 4 zeros. Okay, so we're going to write that times 1,000 times 10 equals, that will be 10 thousandths. So now if you, just to check, look at how many tens we have, which mean are represented by the zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4. This 1, 2, 3, 4. So now our multiplication, our estimation is going to be 42 times 10,000 will be 400, the same 42, and 4 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 42 times 10,000 equals 427 thousandths. That will be one way to solve it, my friends. Here is another quick way to do it. So let's grab the estimated number. So the estimated number was 6,000 times 70. Again, we're going to decompose these numbers, and the 60,000 can be written as 6 times 1,000. And we're going to multiply this times the decomposition of 70, which will be 7 times 10. Why do we do this? Because it makes your multiplication a lot easier. We're going to commute the numbers in multiplication. The numbers can move around without affecting the product. So we're going to make a multiplication with 6 times 7. So that's going to be with 6 times 7. Times the next multiplication will be created by the 1,000 times 10. So we're going to write that one down. 1,000 times 10. When you multiply those, you know that 7 times 6 equals 42. 42 times what is 1,000 times 10? That will be 10,000. Now, you know that our total will be the same thing, right? 42 times, my apologies. 42 times 1 equals 42, followed by the number of zeros next to it. That will be 4 of them. So the answer will be the same thing. It will be 420,000. Okay, now, so just make sure, let's recap this. So when we rounded, let's go back up here. When we rounded the number 5,897 to 6,067 to 70, the total of that rounding is going to be 420,000. So that solution should go right here, 420,000. My friend, watch the videos. This is for you. This is for you to get better at mathematics. Keep at it. This is simple. You got it. You have what it takes. Signing out, your coach, Mr. Magno. Yes, tonight I'm Mr. Magno. Today, what's today? I don't know. But anyways, enjoy and learn. Make your brain use it. Use it. Don't just leave it there as if it was an ornament. Use your brain and think. Signing out, your coach.